This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Space, the final frontier. These are the episodes of Star Trek Online. Our noble mission, to seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before.
Hello. Welcome. We are back with another Star Trek Online episode 56. We have come a long way. And it's paid off, because if everybody remembers from the very early episodes in this I guess season of Star Trek Online episodes, you guys remember whenever we used to use Phoenix prize packs. And we never showed them too much on stream since it's considered gambling, and I don't really like to promote that on my channel. But they've increased the odds on the Phoenix packs, so we're going to talk a lot about that today. That's the biggest piece of news that they've dropped, along with a lot of new upcoming low-buy items that are going to be hitting the store, as well as the California class Miracle Worker from Lower Decks, which is unfortunately entering the game. But I mean, it's coming with a pretty decent Starship trait, so stick around for that. We also have some news about upcoming stories for the newest chapter in the game. So that would be the Terran Gambit arc, and I believe we're getting 2 more missions, so that's going to be interesting as well as getting some more weapons possibly that are going to be introduced in the low-buy store. So the biggest part that's really capturing everybody's eye is the new items that are going to be hitting the low-buy store, and as well as how good is this Starship trait and console going to be from the California class Miracle Worker. So that's on everybody's minds right now who's playing this game. But on top of that, we have a guest, and we have to introduce our fellow friend, Calamity Gannon.
Yo, what up?
How's it going, buddy? So we're gonna just be doing some random task force operations here, getting through some red alerts, because the red alert event is still going on until May 10th, so we still have a ways to go. But yeah, we are gonna just be doing some randomness and talking about the news. So what did you think about hearing about the California class just being added to the game? I think you said you called it, right?
Yeah, seeing Lower Decks, it was kind of a natural thought, given that the crossfield's in the game, obviously.
Right.
Due to the Discovery dropping. So when I first watched the first episode of Lower Decks for research, of course, and I seen the California, well, it's my natural thought, well, that's going to appear in the game at some point in time. So it was to be expected for me.
Natural reaction, because I mean, I think you've been obviously playing this game a lot longer than me, so you've noticed the distinct how Discovery has to be the best armor in the game, has to be the best weapons in the game, they have to be the best pretty much everything in the game, and it's all a Discovery reference. So I mean, yeah, it's only natural that they would definitely promote what's coming out right now underneath their title. But honestly, as a fan, I'm looking for more classic Star Trek ships in this game. I'm sure as well as many others who just want to see even concept ships that don't even exist, but they're based on early 24th century designs. Like, be smart with it. I think if you add that kind of idea that this is a ship that we've never seen because it was off screen and it's believable, not like some super high-tech ship that we should have seen on screen, just like a fighter ship or a freighter or something would be really cool to add to the game. Because I've talked to a lot of people and their reactions for the newer ships, the California class being one of them. Not too many people are into the new design, which is the flat, and I put a poll up too. I'm gonna have to post that result on the stream, but it was mainly a lot of people didn't like the flat and gritty design that they're going with currently for Star Trek, and that's kind of what the California class has. I will admit it's a bit better compared to a lot of the other ships we've seen, but I think that's simply because it's supposed to be in like the late 24th century, so it's supposed to have a lot of distinct qualities from the ships we know. And I'm all about change. I always think that eventually things should progress, because I mean, look at the 23rd century to the 24th, but then it's when you start going in a way that it just doesn't, it's just not plausible, and it doesn't really fit for this universe, or not even that it doesn't fit for the universe, it doesn't fit for that faction like the Federation, and there hasn't been really any good explanation to that build up. It takes you out of the fantasy, because the whole thing about Star Trek, other than its optimistic future, it's a fantasy, and that's what a lot of people love about Star Trek. You can throw yourself into that and escape, but it's when they start adding too much real emphasis on shows that it just loses everybody. And not only that, it just alienates most of the fans who've been around since the beginning. So hopefully they decide to add more 24th century ships to this game. I think the California class is a close start, but it's still considered a Kurtzman era ship, so it would be nicer to see some more ships from Deep Space Nine, or excuse me, because I always forget the name of the designer who created the original Defiant and sorry, I'm so stupid, the Constitution from the Next Generation. But that's what we should.
Matt Jeffries, but I think I'm wrong.
Sorry?
I want to say Matt Jeffries created the refit Connie, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just be nice to have more ships, like you said, created from Matt Jeffries in this game. The ones that we're all really familiar with growing up, either... I mean, hell, even in whenever you've grown up. And I think anybody who's had parents who are Trekkies have probably showed them the original stuff first. And that's what's got you hooked. You know, not the new stuff. Maybe the new stuff is what you first got into, and that's okay. I will say that's a very different, and nothing wrong with different, but it's gonna get you a bit confused, because you're gonna think that's how Star Trek should be, when really it all stemmed from how it was before, prior, from how it was in the 60s and the 90s. That's why it got so popular to the point where they're just doing whatever the fuck they want with it now. So I think it's important to reflect back on previous designs that made this franchise popular in the first place, because I don't know about you, Calamity, but I've barely been seeing any new 24th century ships been added to this game. The closest is probably the 25th century Terran ships that they've been adding.
Yeah, that would be about right.
Because of the Intrepid that was released with it, and the Defiant.
Yeah, basically the 4 ships that were released new: the Advent, Lexington, Trailblazer, and Cygnus.
Yeah.
Those are all unique 25th century starships now.
Right, yeah, so those were the closest. I think that's a good start. They should just do more stuff like that. Make concept designs. There's nothing wrong with concept designs, as long as you, and another thing is, I know that you can't have everything what you want in this game, but a lot of traits or consoles I've noticed have been dedicated towards shields. Nobody uses shields in this game, Cryptic. I'm sorry. There might be a few, or maybe even more than a few people who have shield builds in this game. I don't recommend it. You do whatever the hell you want in this game. That's the whole point of it. But not too many people do that, so I think the demand on that shouldn't be too high. We should focus more on hull healing abilities, more on energy weapon boosting abilities, EPG boosting abilities. That's more important. Sorry about that, I'm back. But yeah, they should add more of those kinds of abilities to the game, because those are what people use more in this game. I think we can all agree we see a lot of either DPS energy weapon players, we either see DPS gravity well players, or we see either tanks in this game. We never really see too many people, I mean, granted sometimes, but we don't see too many people who have a full-on shield build. Just saying. So I think their efforts are needing to put in a different direction in terms of traits and consoles, but keep doing what you guys did with the 25th century designs of the Terran ships, because I think that's definitely a right step in the direction of what we like to see, concept designs of our favorite ships. Oh, you got lucky. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, I just gotta refresh my gambling device.
Whoa, who's this guy? Yeah, you got lucky. But yeah, so let's talk about the Phoenix boxes that are just updated. So if you guys go to the store here, grab your 10 boxes, and also vanity shields are available. Go and get them for 280,000 dilithium. This is very limited. It's your only chance to get all of the vanity shields in the game for dilithium instead of actual energy credits from the exchange or having to buy them from lock boxes. So make sure you go ahead and grab these. But anyways, back to the Phoenix boxes. If you go ahead and say grab 10 of these, I'll go ahead and grab 10 or less if I can. No, I can't. Whatever. I could have just grabbed one, but who cares? And we'll just open 10 of them. So here's what's happened. They've currently changed the way it rolls now. So they deleted the uncommon section, and I forget exactly what went along with that. From what I know, most of the uncommon stuff just moved over to rare, and now the very minimum is rare, and it goes from rare, very rare, ultra rare, and epic. And you are more likely now to unearth an epic, why do I keep saying epic? Ultra rare token. You do have a higher chance of probably getting an epic, but if I had to ask, it feels like the same odds. I opened like maybe 150 yesterday, and granted, yeah, you should open like 500, but that's ridiculous. Why should you have to open 500? I think 150 is a reasonable amount. Even 100 is a reasonable amount to just get hopefully one, you know, not asking for too much there, but the chances were pretty much the same. But I did get a lot of ultra rare tokens, so that's good. And if you guys are getting those right now, it's the best time because you can turn those in for experimental ship upgrades for tier 6. And they've also changed the way that works too. So usually it used to be 1 ultra rare token to buy those. Now it costs 5 ultra rare tokens to buy an experimental ship upgrade. But they've also had the ability, if you have 20 very rare tokens, you can also buy a ship upgrade. And if you also have 100 rare tokens, you can get a ship upgrade. It's kind of like they've allowed you to buy the ship upgrade for all of the different categories, except for epic, of course. But let's go ahead and open these 10 and see what we get. Okay, we got 1 ultra rare.
One within like a fifth.
Seems like we got 1 ultra rare. That's not bad. Usually this would have got us 1 ship upgrade. Okay. Oh, geez, my dog decided to keep gnawing at my leg. But yeah, we're only got one ultra rare token, so we can grab something here. They've added some new things. You can get the faction appropriate Hollow Lita as your tactical officer, or you can get engineering officer Jordy LaForge. They've also increased the rarity of the faction appropriate EMH, I think. Although no, he's still at very rare. I thought he was supposed to go to ultra rare. I might be wrong. The patch notes are all online. But yeah, it seems. Let's just get 2 more very rare tokens. If we just stack those up to at least 20, we'll be able to get a ship upgrade. And they've also added 3 new outfits, so you can get the racing uniform that was seen on Voyager that Tom Paris used. You can also use the Kelvin Timeline Admiral uniform, which is crazy because this was usually $80 from the Muds market, and now it's on the prize pack, which is a lot easier to get compared to how you were able to get it before. So go ahead and, I don't know how long it's going to be here, but go ahead and quickly grab this Kelvin Timeline uniform before it maybe disappears. There's also the 23rd century environmental suit, which is also really cool. I already had this, but it's something really cool for people who didn't have access to it. The red matter capacitor is now in very rare compared to it being in rare before, and rare is now what uncommon used to be, but they've added 3 new things. The NX registry is something you can now get with it, the Krisnak blade, and a Celea ceremonial lurpa is also another weapon you can get. Yeah, that's pretty much the newest. Oh, and one thing, if you've had pre-existing Phoenix upgrades, they should have turned into gold upgrades now. I don't have them on me, but Phoenix upgrades were what you would buy from the uncommon section in the Phoenix store, and that's what you would use to significantly upgrade your weapons or whatever. But they've said that that was an accident. They said that the reason that it was increasing so much, it wasn't meant to do that because of a miscalculation. I don't know how much it's decreased by. I haven't gotten the new Phoenix boxes yet. Sorry, the Phoenix upgrades yet. I still have my old ones, and if you look at them now, they're all gold. They're in epic status, and they'll say classic Phoenix upgrades because they are the previous version. So they didn't actually nerf the existing Phoenix upgrades you currently own right now. So that's pretty cool, at least. And how's it going, Locutus? Live long and prosper, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Guys, make sure you go and subscribe to Locutus. He is also another content creator who has a crazy Star Wars collection, action figure collection. Go and check him out. Yeah, let's go ahead and start. Oh, nice. You got the outfits. So this is the Admiral Kelvin uniform that you guys can purchase from the Phoenix store now, just with a matter of dilithium. And if you don't have too much dilithium, don't worry. I'll eventually make a video before I get the episodic series out of the way, episode 2 that is. I'll make a tutorial, a lot of tutorials for this game, showing you how to get EC, whatever you guys basically need as your basic necessities in this game. But I think the first one we should bang out is dilithium, because that's the most important. And if you just want to get like how much I have, this is simply just from grinding for a year and going to specific locations that will give you guaranteed amounts of dilithium, and also doing your reputations will also help, because if you have see all your reputations complete, it's okay, don't worry, you can still scroll down and start up a 340 dilithium mission as long as you have energy credits, expertise, and expertise is just gained from killing enemies or blowing up ships. So as long as you're doing that, you'll have expertise, and the marks are what you get from completing task force operations. So I mean, as long as you keep filling these out, and I have a crap ton of marks to do so, you can earn 4,000 and above, 4,000 plus dilithium every day, refined. Sorry, not refined. I wish it was refined. It would all turn into ore. But that's still a lot you're piling in a couple days. Or sorry, it'll be less than that, because each of these missions go for just an hour. So depending on how long you're playing, I usually just tend to let these run, and then I come back maybe 3 hours later, because I don't really play every hour, right? So, but depends on how long you play. You can just keep refreshing these every hour theoretically and get more than 4,000 dilithium in each day. You can get maybe 12,000 dilithium each day. So it just depends on how much you're willing to put effort into. I think the easiest way too is to make sure you have existing recruits. And the Delta recruit event is coming out. If you guys had missed the Gamma recruit event, it's okay. Although make sure to stick around for the next one. They are having a Delta recruit event coming up, and that was just posted. So when was the date for that? When is that coming out?
That's supposed to be dropping for the next patch on the 10th.
On the 10th. Okay, so right as the Red Alert event ends is when we should be getting our Delta recruit event. So meaning any character, I think besides which faction, the Dominion is allowed to create a Delta recruit character, and that will give you a compass, which you're able to unlock things out of, which you're able to claim account wide on your other characters. And the reason I'm mentioning this is recruits really help you with getting your reputations done, and they also give you a boost in dilithium because of the rewards. So if you are getting, say your compass is all complete on your recruit character, all of those things you've completed on your compass are now claimable on your other characters. So it's pretty sick. And if you guys have been playing for a long time, you've already known this. But let's go ahead and start up a Red Alerts. We'll go do a solo, actually. We'll do a solo Borg. I have faith in us.
I call dibs on the tactical cue.
Do it.
We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
Oh god, I love it. Beam overload doesn't proc. They've done that intentionally. I'm sure of it. It's not just like, oh, it's a bug. No, that's intentional. Like, now it procs, no problem.
My suggestion, be patient with it if you're going to activate it.
Oh no, I
Activate
press it very slowly. I don't just like spam click. I make sure like to just wait before the other abilities are activated, and then I press it. It still does it. It's a very intentional feeling, I think.
For me, I activate beam overload first before I activate anything else.
I have to, for the build I'm doing, I have to activate scatter volley first, so it increases the duration and damage of beam overload.
Your defensive capabilities are unable to
How you looking over there?
Lower your shields and await
Attack cube's down to 18% and falling. Doing fine. Traction, it's going.
It's going. Nice. Just 2 people and we're getting this shit done. A lot faster than I would with an actual 5 team.
This is objective. Matrix 0047. 7 of 10. Engaging now. You will be born. We are the Borg.
GG.
Agreed, GG.
And granted, this was just on normal. I would love to try this patrol on Elite. Or TFO, I mean. I don't know why they don't give you that option. I mean, I understand for why other ones, like Synthwave, you can't do that. But this one seems very reasonable to do that for. It's a very simple, basic battle. Just you and a bunch of Borg. Way I could see about increasing the difficulty on this is, other than the health going up, is adding more cubes probably, and a lot more spheres. Maybe some spheres in the beginning area too. Like, we don't even have to warp out, not warp out, we don't even have to impulse out that much. They're literally like just a couple of spheres just waiting for us. That's how I could imagine the advanced or elite version of Red Alert Borg being. I don't know about the other ones. The other ones probably couldn't all do it. Some of them could, maybe. Maybe the Tholi one definitely would. I don't know about the Not Cool one. That one's already kind of tough. So.
You what up?
You're looking at my rocket. Alright, let's see. Actually, since we got out Red Alert out of the way, let's do random.
Hold off for a minute because we have to team up
Team
first.
up. Wait a second.
Now you can
Oops.
queue for randoms.
Alright.
It is Junior Gauntlet.
Except.
Except.
have a lot of time, so I'll make this quick. A large enemy force is on its way. It's up to you
I
to
wonder
hold
what
them
enemy
off.
we'll see this time.
We're about to beam up critical parts for some unfinished defense satellites.
What's up?
You'll be able to activate them soon. Until then,
No, the
do
random
what you
enemies
can
that
to keep
show
the
up
enemy fleet at bay.
near Gauntlet. I wonder which ones we're getting this time.
Terrans. I always get Terrans whenever I play this. I'm betting it's Terrans.
I'm betting it's probably the Borg.
We got the USS Luke Skywalker. We got the USS Nobel Valiant. Sorry, just butchered that. And we got the... I'm not even gonna even try. Why do I try with things? But I can tell you what those ships are. We got the D7. We got an Orion ship. We got a Mirror Intrepid class. And actually, that's a Miracle Worker, but I'm not sure which one.
Looks like the Daystrom, if I were to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Daystrom. So it's got that rounded saucer.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Thought they all had
I don't
round
know.
saucers.
One of them has kind of a
Enemy ships detected.
arrow-shaped
They're on an intercept course.
style saucer, and I think that one...
Is it the Breen?
Yeah, the one we're fighting the Breen, yes.
That's actually kind of rare. When I never really fight the Breen.
Just watch out for being sub-nuked.
Yeah,
Stay away from
they
them.
got that. I'm already taking a little bit of damage.
Ah, that's easy.
Parts
There you
are
go.
ready. Scan the
Thank you.
satellites to activate.
You're welcome.
They are mean. I think in some cases they're a little bit tougher than the VOD war. Just because of that sub-nuke thing you were mentioning.
Yeah, if you don't know how to combat sub-nuke, they're a pain in the rear.
Well, I do, but the thing is sucks is I don't have my build set up for that. I have only one thing that helps me against getting, what's it called, resisting any control effects, and that's Londra's loyalty. And it seems to do the job as long as I land any critical hits, but
Yeah, if you're getting high critical chances, Lander's loyalty should work fairly easily for you.
yeah, it usually, most of the time it does, because even when I'm not proccing, I land criticals, just like the normal phasers. But it's just, I don't know about these. These seem a little bit tougher. Because I'm not how should I say it? I'm a glass cannon, so none of my abilities are dedicated towards hull at all. So I don't know how to combat this for the build I've got going. I'll have to just go crazy
Picking
on
up
the
multiple
heels.
enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
Alright, let's go. Oh, this guy's got a science. We might be saved. Yeah, I'll be starting a science class soon. You guys most likely won't be seeing me use it a lot. It is a fun build. Not my favorite kind of build in this game, but it's a fun, like you guys just saw, you're able to just suck in a bunch of enemies and destroy them. It's really satisfying. Oh goodness! They just don't stop, do they? This is on, yeah, it is on advanced. Okay. Sometimes it switches up on me.
Was it feeling easy for you?
For a second, but then I had to actually look at my settings and I said we're on advanced. So. I think it really helps out though if you got like high DPS and another guy has another crazy amount of DPS. It'll just, especially if it's a science ship, that is, because say that science ship isn't doing too much damage, but it gets a lot of pull. That just makes it a lot easier for me. I don't have to go around chasing them. They all are just in one area for me to blow up. And they blow up from the, their friendlies' warp explosions too, so it just makes it even 10 times easier. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Too close. Whoa, why was I going backwards? Oopsie. Whoa, what? What killed me? I'm curious. I didn't even see anything come at me. Radiation damage with an endothermic inhibitor beam.
Oh, you got hit with cold. Yikes.
I didn't know that could happen. I don't really fight the green much, so it makes sense that they can do that, but I forgot that they could. Good thing I didn't actually take any injuries.
Yeah, wow.
Usually, have to at least repair one thing after dying.
At least this game is pretty lenient on giving damage.
Yeah. Whoa, my... What the hell? Look at my torpedoes, they're just flying away.
Satellite upgrades are now
That happened once or twice
when you
before.
scan a satellite,
Kind of funny when they do that.
come online.
Yeah, because
Your
I threw a
service
spread
bars will determine
and
which
they all
upgrade
warped
will
out, so it was
activate
just
when
flying.
you scan a satellite. Choose wisely.
Sometimes the torpedoes won't fly away; they'll come right back at the firing.
Yep, I just saw them explode. This game's great. No, stop turning so much. What? Why does it say this satellite needs repair? I just did it. You guys can watch my stream for that proof. The hell? Oh god. This planet, it might look
Picking up the enemy
cool
flagship.
to some people, but
Hang on
to
up
me it just
there.
looks really low textured. You're a tough boy, aren't you? For some reason the game just lagged. There's like so much happening.
Shield generator gamma is at 75%.
Y'all are getting assimilated. I need your assistance. Thank you, satellite. That actually helped a lot. The satellite actually really helped.
Shield generator alpha is at 75%.
Aha! I got one of them assimilated. It's gonna help me now. Did it already blow up? That was a weak ship. Okay, no, get up, get up, get up.
We did it! Enemy fleets have disengaged.
Jesus, that was close. I was wondering when this was gonna end. GG.
GG.
Looks like the assault is over, at least for now. We'll continue to bring the colony's defenses online down here. If they come back, we'll be ready. Both the Kentari and the Lucari governments are thankful for your work here today, and so am I. The colony will continue on, thanks to you.
It's defensive Starbase 1. It's defensive starbase 1. Accept or no?
Listen up. The war has not been going well for the Federation, and the Klingons are advancing to our position. We need to hold off their ships until reinforcements can arrive. We expect the Klingons to attack in waves. Their smaller, faster ships are hungry for battle and won't wait for the rest of their fleet to arrive in one group. As the fight progresses, their heavier ships will show up. Hold them off until more Starfleet ships can get here. Here they come! We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians. There's a break in incoming warp signatures. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive. Reading some heavier ships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers.
AFK, I'm gonna need some protection.
I'm on it.
I'll have auto fire going as best as I can. I wish I could have auto abilities. Alright, be right back.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Cater is taking some fire. Please assist.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we could use an escort.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Alright, I'm back. I might have just had the spiciest buffalo wing in the whole world.
The Klingons are
Oh my God.
regrouping again. Get into position to
really?
prepare for the next
Welcome
assault.
back anyway.
Whew. Oh, what was I thinking? Never eat a ghost pepper buffalo wing, ladies and gentlemen.
Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting.
I'm very weak sauce when it comes to spicy things. I don't know why I did that.
Just to try it out.
I just was, yeah, I felt ballsy. You know, we get those MacGyver moments.
Lafayette here, requesting assistance.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
A lot of loot. Oh, of course they received it. They're all pressing need. Aye.
Yeah, that's one problem with people in TFOs. If it's a 5-man, they'll want to press need. As if it matters.
Guys, if you want to be a respectful player in this game, don't do that. Do not. Because even if you do need salvage, don't you think anybody else does as well? So, I mean, the best option, you guys get a shit ton of salvage in one game together, everyone should just press greed. It'll distribute it fairly between us all. It's just stupid that people press need. I don't even think that option should be there. Just greed and that's it. Greed or pass. Okay, I'm pressing need on that purple because I'm sure they're going to do that.
Yeah, I tend to do that sometimes for higher qualities. Rares, sometimes, but not often.
Yeah, high quality makes sense. Those are rare. GG.
That'll hold them off, for now.
GG.
I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this kind of war. Today was a good one. At least there will be a tomorrow.
Pop.
Oh boy, it's Battle of the Binary Stars.
Hell to the fucking no.
Decline.
Worst fucking TFO in this game.
Agreed. I mean, it's fun for science, but I don't like it simply because it locks your ship to a Discovery starship.
Yeah. Another agenda pushed TFO. No. Cancelled. It's not inviting you.
It's not?
No.
Why is it not? God damn it.
Because declining this game's TFO system is just fucked.
Yeah. Let's try this again. But better this time.
Indeed. I'm also gonna put on the right specialization. So I was
Good
using
idea.
the wrong one.
You were still doing fine with even your current one.
That was because it was Intel over Strategist and we were just doing space stuff. I put
Oh, I see.
I usually put Intel temporal over intel just to balance it out. Seems to do the job. Boop.
Kathy Front is the TFO. Accept?
I accepted.
Alrighty, off we go. Nice synth.
H9.
I'd pop mine, but mine's on Janeway.
He's gonna just stay here.
The time for battle is almost here. The Zinkethi are launching protomatter bombs at our defenses in the Edda-Zapinta system. It is up to us to stop them. Find the Zinkethi ships carrying the bombs and neutralize them. Take recovered bombs to the Zinkethi bases and then use our own weapons to destroy them. Fight well for honor and glory.
Yes, sir. You ready to fight for some honor and glory?
Indeed I am.
Let's go.
And just for the sake of combat, too. Oh, sweet, that Romulan ship has my name.
What?
Your teammate has captured a bomb.
10?
Protect them.
I don't know which one's the wrong.
No, Julia's Data.
That's your name? What do you mean? Julius?
The ship name. RRW Calamity.
Really? I didn't even see the name of the ship. I thought you were talking about his name.
The ship name.
Wow. Yeah. That's Calamity. It's funny. He is a twin.
The
Your
ship
long
name.
lost brother. I know, I heard you.
Protect them. Kapla! One Zinkethi base has been destroyed. Keep fighting!
There's something about swing music and fighting
Another
in
Zinkethi
space.
base is. Your teammate has captured a bomb.
Interesting combination.
Protect them. Teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
Bruh, 4 of 10 just stole my bomb. I destroyed this entire ship just for him to take it.
That gets kind of annoying, personally.
Like, go get your
But I
own
just
goddamn
find-
ship.
For me personally, what I do is I just try and spam it when I'm trying to kill it, so it doesn't get stolen from me.
Yep. One issue with controllers. So I can't spawn for some fucking reason, for the life of me, find the select keybind. Because I thought I found it, but it's not doing what I want it to. Only opens certain menus. Doesn't actually interact.
There's a prompt for that it's called interact.
That's what I did. I'll try it again though. Because I bind that to X on the controller, and it still doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I tried that myself. I just ended up putting it on my left joystick, pushing it down.
That works?
Yeah, that seems to work very easily.
I don't have any binds for that, so I'll try that out.
Yeah. For ground, it doesn't matter for it being either on the stick or on an actual button. But space is just really weird that way. I don't know why that is.
Only one Zinkethi base left. There's a dreadnought on an attack vector.
Uh-oh. The one station left is what I need to blow up, and a dreadnought shows up. Help me.
Okay.
All Zinkethi bases destroyed. They have a dreadnought with some fight left in it, however.
Ouch. Son of a bitch. I know you had that ability. What the fuck? How did it just drop me to 26 HP? That thing is weak as fuck. No, you ain't gonna just take me down like that. Nope. Gone.
We have defeated the Zinkethi and
You don't just take me down to 20 HP without paying for the price.
System is now secure.
Bastard. What the fuck was that weapon he had? He just charged up some chronoton beam or whatever the fuck and just shot it at me.
I wish I could tell you.
I wish that was a console. Maybe it is. I've never seen that before. Maybe he just. I always play this one on normal, so I've never seen that. He probably doesn't even use that on normal.
Maybe.
Alright, let's do. I got time for one more. One or two more. Alright, pop.
It is a Zero Nebula Rescue.
Yep.
Off we go.
This is a fun one.
Indeed it is.
I think after this one, I want to switch to my tank for the final battle.
The ships are being held by
trackers. Star Wars battle now. In honor of May the 4th that I just passed and the Kenobi trailer. And if anyone has seen that, go and check it out. I'm honestly, how should I say? I think excited is the wrong word for this show. It could go many ways. I think a lot of people are expecting a downside to this, and that's very likely. I'm just, after seeing that trailer, it's just really, I'm honestly just happy to see Ewan McGregor again as Obi-Wan, and knowing that Hayden Christensen is also there working alongside him after so many years. It's just like, that's all I care about, honestly, is seeing those two again, because I know they're not going to disappoint us. They never usually, in any movie. I even saw Doctor Strange. Ewan McGregor was in it. It was an awesome movie. So, I mean, they're great actors. Hayden Christensen as well. I don't think we're going to have to worry about them. But as it goes for those Inquisitors and everyone else being added to that show, that's where I get a little skeptical. Not skeptical. That's where I get a little bit curious about what they're gonna do with those characters. A lot of friends of mine said that maybe one of the Inquisitors are gonna go to the light side, which is possible. So yeah, if anyone's not familiar with this TFO, oh, he died. All we do is just sit by this rock, wait for a wave to come in, destroy them, and then free the captive ship. And if we do that, if we get the optionals, which is free 7 of them and then free another 14 of them within this time limit, we get extra rewards. This is
different ships that are freed give off different sets of points.
Yeah. And this is personally one of my favorite TFOs just because of how simple it is. Here we go.
A Haypax warbird is escaping.
New readings on sensors. More Tholian ships are on the way here.
A Talis warbird is escaping. A Talis warbird is escaping.
Tarantula. East side.
On my way. So was the entire map.
A Falchion dreadnought is escaping.
A Falchion dreadnought is escaping. You can't keep me caged. Holeless activities. Who's bunny? Man, get the fuck out.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
No, I'm just kidding. What's up, bunny boy? How is Doctor Strange? I hear it was underwhelming, sadly.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
It was mid. That sucks. I think he's honestly more suited to write a character like Spider-Man, but you never know. He might have lost his touch over the years. Kind of had faith in him, man. Who knows? He might still be pretty decent. It's just maybe Doctor Strange was a bit too weird for him to work with. I heard the original writer kind of left.
Warbird is escaping.
What was it? Capital G told me. He said that the original writer left because Marvel wasn't letting him do what he wanted to do. So, ended up just getting frustrated. I want to say, spoil it to people to save their money.
Atalis Warbird is escaping.
Don't spoil it to me, man. I mean, go ahead and spoil it to other people, but don't do it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw you out the airlock. I was also thinking.
Fast.
Yeah. We finished up pretty quick. Yeah, I was kind of wondering how they were gonna write this whole Doctor Strange movie anyways, because they were dealing with a bunch of universes now, so it's like, how are you supposed to make that presentable as not confusing? But I'm gonna check it out anyways. I might like it, maybe. I don't know. I have some guilty pleasures sometimes, so it might be a decent movie, but it most likely won't really impress me because a lot of newer Marvel projects haven't really done that, except for No Way Home. Loki was almost good. I thought the story was weird, but the cinematography in that show was pretty nuts. Can't wait for the Delta recruit that starts on the 10th. Yeah, buddy. Let me know if you're willing to join us, because we're going to have a stream. We're just going to be having any viewers pop in if they want to when that goes live. I'm going to just do some randoms. Feel free if you want to pop in. But yeah, dude, I can't wait either. Bunny says, you mean 2 universes. What do you mean multiple? What do you mean by 2 universes? I mean, they're dealing with the whole multiverse, so it's like it's way more than just 2. Maybe they're just talking about 2 universes, if that's what you mean.
A Delon Warbird is escaping.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so keep that in mind.
A Delon Warbird is escaping.
We're just destroying ships just cause now. Alright. And then I think after this ends, I'm gonna switch ships.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Alright.
I am quite
grab
impressed with your
the
fleet. The Tholians are
fleet
abandoning their
marks.
bases and taking the remaining ships with them.
485 dilithium. That's disappointing. Okay. Alright. I have to beam up to space dock. Shadow says I'm going to do a Romulan Delta recruit to see how it works for them. Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't done that either. My only Romulan on this account is not any recruit, unfortunately. Okay. And let's use the Florida, ISS Florida. And it's been a while since I've tanked, so I don't know if I'm using the right consoles, but this is what I last used, I think. There are still a crap ton of consoles I am missing though, which I hope to get from this event campaign with the 2 tier 6 coupons. Shadow, how many recruits do you currently have? Oh gosh, my entire tray is messed up. Man, oh man, I'm missing a ton of stuff on this. Definitely tells you I haven't used this ship in a while. Just use that for now. It's a temporary. It's not what I enjoy using for heals, per se. On console or PC? Well, damn, you already beat me if you already have them on both. I haven't even tried console yet. I guess both. If you have both. Yes, this is what I needed. Oh, that's such a good console, man. Okay. That, what are our stats looking? 184, 383. Not bad. Could be better. Although I don't really remember what I used to put on. It's been a while since I've tanked. Just leave it like this for now. Alright. Let's do this, Mr. Gannon. No Romulan recruits yet. Yeah, I should get doing the same thing, right? When the Delta recruit drops, I'm probably gonna do a Romulan character as well. Probably. Already have a crap ton. Black Dragon, how's it going? Says, hey Spock, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. And just for anybody who's just joining, we're about to get into a TFO. Me using the tank. This is gonna be the last TFO of the night. But before we end it off, let's talk about more about that California class that is dropping.
Spock, if you have already queued up for it, just an FYI, I'm not in the task force.
I don't think I queued up for it, I'm dumb. You are in the task force.
I am now.
Alright, what's a fun one, huh? Kittimer Vortex. Actually, no, that's a horrible one for tanking. At least we'll need some people with DPS on our team. I don't really trust randoms. Let's do disconnected.
It told me you left the task force.
I'm still here. Alright, so here we got the California class from lower decks. Not a big fan of this ship, mainly because of how there's just a weird disconnect between the deflector and the saucer, and how they're just trying to be different with terms of, how should I say, the architecture of the ships now, because they're just trying to do something that hasn't been done before, which is a saucer connected to the nacelles, which makes no sense at all. And not only that, it just looks ugly, but there's this ship that's coming out, and here are the details for the ship. It might be a little small to see, but I'll go ahead and read some of it. We got a 4-weapon slot of 4, and we got an aft weapon slot of 4, so it's only a 4-4 build. Oh, we got pop. So, and it's got its base turn rate at 11, impulse modifier at 0.17, inertia at 50. The cruiser communication array has got command strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulation, and attract fire. So this, in theory, I guess, could be a tank, since it's got that extra threat.
Many Borg were disconnected from the collective when the Borg
wouldn't use it,
in the hive.
but it could be.
She survived and downloaded herself
so yeah, there's a bunch of other information here. You guys can pause if you want to read it.
With disconnected Borg to return
Where's
for
my mouse?
reassimilation.
Okay. So we got that, and then here is the details for, I guess, what people are more interested in is the trait and the console for this ship. And Black Dragon says he's not doing too good. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Hopefully I can brighten your mood with this stream of us just destroying some Borg here. Shadow says, I got the Gamma recruit, Temple recruit, and Federation Delta recruit. Right on. Oh, and Klingon recruit. Nice. Okay, that was weird. My mic just muted and my controller was stuck and turning. Alright. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Klingon recruit, those are all really good recruits to have. If you have at least each from each category, that'll really help you out with account-wide marks and all that stuff. Dilithium, energy credits, you name it. Okay, let's activate our pets. Put on. Oops. Meant to put on a tracked fire. Okay, so yeah, these are the universal console and traits for the ship. You guys didn't already see it. So the only one I really want to talk about here is the Starship trait. And basically what the trait does, if you have the trait from the California class, it increases your recharge time for your universal consoles. That's pretty cool. I think also bridge officer abilities, the information is there, but generally it refreshes your universal consoles a lot faster. So if you're used to waiting a minute, you could wait a little bit less than that, like maybe 40 seconds. But if you have a full universal console cooldown build, which a lot of people do, if you just have a build dedicated towards cooling down your universal consoles, this is really gonna increase that cooldown even faster. Jews are just going at it. Black Dragon said, I missed the EBN meetup because the bank was hacked and I lost over $6,000. And then my best friend of 50 years tells me that she got diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. That is just the worst news you could ever get in this year. I'm really sorry, Black Dragon. There's nothing I can honestly say to really make up for that. That is, I'm sorry. That's horrible. I really hope that I'm praying for you, man. I hope you pull through this. I pray for your friend too. I'm a believer in Christ, and I'm a Catholic, so I pray a lot. So I'll pray for your friend. Sorry to hear that. I've had a cousin recently diagnosed with lung cancer, so I understand how it must be to have somebody close that you care about really just be in that kind of pain, and you know, the overall scary thought of having cancer is just overwhelming.
Stop them.
I'm sorry to hear that, Dragon. I really am. You doing okay here, Calamity?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I got a buddy over here who's doing okay. I'm just waiting for these bigger guys to come out and start playing. I'm a dummy. I didn't even have threatening stance activated. So I can just sit here while most of the pets just do the work for me. So one thing about being a tank that's kind of nice, you can just, if you do get an unexpected dinner arrival or whatever, these are the best TFOs to just play AFK. Phantom hooligans, I am here for chaos. It's good to see you, Cash. Yeah, we are causing chaos to these Borg. We don't give a shit. Why should we? They're the Borg. Yeah, this is gonna be the last TFO of the night because we just got through like 10 today, maybe even more. And we discussed earlier, so if you guys are just joining and wanted to catch the news that was just released, go ahead and go to the beginning of the stream if you've missed it. I'll also go over again the California class ship that's being added to the game, and this is just a picture of it from an actual in-game screenshot. And yes, it is the lower deck ship. Not a big fan of this, which I have clarified many times. This is my least favorite ship. But if you are, like I said, if you do have a certain build in this game that's dedicated towards recharging your universal cooldowns, that's the ship for you, because it gives a pretty good buff towards that. You don't actually have to use the ship, but you at least have to unlock the Starship trait that comes from it. So yeah, we'll have more news on any upcoming ships that are going to be added to the game, but as for now, that's the only one. There's also some returns to the Muds market. The Ryzen ship is returned. I forget which. I think the Ryzen floater ship. I forget the name of it.
The weather control ship.
Weather control ship. So that one is back in the Muds market, as well as some other consoles. We'll just open it up. Yeah, we got the Temporal Vortex Probe console with an upgrade, Ultimate Tech upgrade, and we got the Kobayashi Maru, and we also have the Civilian 2399 outfit. So those are all returning, I think, just for a limited time for purchase until the sale ends. Which is, do you remember when the sale ends, Calamity?
It should say on the particular items that are on sale.
In 2 days. Okay. You guys have 2 days to grab those until they're gone. Black Dragon says, at least it looks better than the non-attached nacelle ships. I agree, which was what I said earlier. This is at least a lot more bearable compared to the origami-shaped ships we've been getting recently from Discovery. I'm hoping, though, maybe they decide to make some more concept ships like they've been doing for the Terran Gambit story arc. Just 25th century ships, or maybe even early 24th century ships that we've never seen before, like off-screen fighter ships, something. Nothing obviously too advanced, because if there is anything that we haven't seen that's too advanced, I would like to believe that belongs to Section 31. And if it doesn't belong to them, then it doesn't make sense, because we should have seen it already. There's 735 episodes of Star Trek, and you don't think we would have seen the crossfield ones? Nothing wrong in making your show about a ship anyone's already seen before, in my opinion. It actually makes the viewers a lot more comfortable with what they're watching and not so alienated. Because if you're just throwing a new ship into Star Trek that looks completely different from the others, and yeah, you could argue that change is necessary, but not to the point where you're obviously crippling your ratings just because of how different it is. You do want to keep the elements of what made the show popular in the first place, and that's just how it is. If you don't want to do that, then make a new show. Why are you brutalizing Star Trek's name just because of your own story? Oh, and someone left the TFO. It was the guy on my side, right? Oh no, he's still here. It was the guy all the way fighting the cube over there. Alright, I'm gonna head over.
I'm heading over there right now.
Okay. Must have just lagged out or something. But chat, this goes out to you, Shadow, Black Dragon, Phantom, whoever else is here. What is your favorite Star Trek ship and why? That's a very curious question I have for everybody.
3 dreadnoughts, but they're attacking one another. This is your chance.
Let's go. I wish you could fly a dreadnought.
Which particular one? Because some of them aren't playable.
Citadel.
Oh, yeah. That would be amazing. Closest you can get is the universe, but
yeah,
universe is a little thin for my case.
This is like an actual battleship. Like, look at my Florida ship next to this thing. It's a baby. And this thing is pretty big itself.
You have not heard the last from us.
Alright, so now it's time to face the Borg. Going cloaked. I can cloak my entire battleship if I so wish. Oh look! Purple loop.
Shall perish.
And is that all?
I think that's all of them.
Jesus.
Thank you for your assistance.
The Defiant equals overpowered and built to take the punishment. I love that
but they
comment.
will not be compelled to do so.
Yes, the Defiant
They are free
is
to choose the life they want.
probably...
Someday the cooperative will be able to provide aid to Starfleet.
It's a tough choice,
But at this time, their
because I
numbers
grew
are
up with,
One
you
day,
know, the
however,
Constitution class
be
and
a
the
formidable
Intrepid,
force.
so those are easily at the top of my list, but then you can't neglect the Defiant. The Defiant is just, you know, like Dragon said, it's overpowered and it's built to take a punishment, which is the best use of defense you can against any war the Federation gets into. That would probably be my third favorite ship, if I'm being honest. Not because I just dislike it, just because it's really hard to list your favorites. If I could, I'd say all of them are at number 1 spot. They're all pretty damn equal. Hey. So, I want to thank everybody who was able to come in tonight, and thank you, Calamity, for joining me for this episode. I hope to have you in the next one on next Friday, when we just get over through the next events and whatever that's going to be. Most likely the Delta Recruit event. So stay forward for that, everybody. And also look forward to more ships possibly being added to the game, and us just disclosing that information for you guys, because not too many streams I've seen really go into details with Starship traits and, how should I say, consoles and all that. There's only a handful of YouTubers who do that, and not too many people play Star Trek Online. And the ones that do usually just tend to upload gameplay footage, and that's it. So what hopefully we try to help you guys with is, if you're not on STO and you're watching this stream, you're still gonna get informed about all the latest information being added to the game. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining. Join the Discord if you haven't already. The Alliance is open for new members, and we are recruiting fast. We are willing to train anybody who is brand new to STO or just new to MMOs as a whole, and you want to get into this game. We are more than happy to help you. If you go ahead and join the Discord, we'll send you a fleet invite from STO so that you're able to join us and even game with us, maybe during the streams. So, as always, everybody, live long and prosper.